Hello guys, welcome to another episode of getting to know how to calculate the right lot size just in TradingView, and this time around for all pairs. Okay, I know a lot of us traders who want to use the right lot size often find it so stressful having to go through lot size calculators like this, position size calculators like this, and most especially when you trade minor currencies like Euro CHF, for instance, and Euro GBP, where you would have to go and check the current price of USD CHF or GBP USD to input here before you can get the right lot size. So this video, we're going to deal with that. We are not going to use any position size calculator. We're going to be doing everything here in TradingView. So let's dive into the business of the day. Now, let's look at a step-by-step guide to calculating the right lot size for any forex pair. All right. The first step to take here is to take note of your account currency. For example, if your account currency is USD, take note of that. Or if it is Euro, or if your account currency is in GBP. So take note of that, okay? And secondly, you need to identify whether you are trading a major pair or a minor pair. Major pairs are those ones with USD, for example, Euro USD, USD JPY, AUD USD, GBP USD, and the rest, okay? Then minor pairs are those without the USD, all right? Then number 3, the third thing to look at is for the major pairs, categorize them into 2, that is XXX USD and UXD XXX, okay? So those pairs that have USD as the code currency and the ones that have USD as the base currency. Now, let's proceed. For instance, let's say you want to sell Euro USD here. This is pretty much straightforward for major pairs, okay? It's very, very straightforward. Now, for Euro USD, the first thing to do is to have your sell entry, your stop loss, okay? Your sell entry and your stop loss. Those are the most important things. Now, you double click on this short position tool right here, and then you input your account balance. Let's use $1,000 as account balance, all right? Keep your lot size as 1, that's standard lot size. Then input your risk. So let's assume you're risking 10%, okay? An assumption. You're risking 10% of $1,000, and that is $100 on this particular trade, okay? So now once you do that, just click on OK, right? And then check your quantity right here, okay? Your quantity says 18083, all right? Now quickly divide this by 100,000. Why are we dividing by 100,000? Can you see this lot size here is a standard lot size 1? That automatically means that you're buying 100,000 units of the base currency. I did say in the last video that it was because of the decimal place on the price at the right hand side, but that is not correct. So that is not true. I'm here correcting myself. Right now we're dividing the quantity by 100,000 because the contract size for Euro USD is 100,000. And how do you check the contract size? You can check it on your broker's platform. Like on Euro USD here, once you right click, you come to specification, you're going to see the contract size right here. It says what? 100,000, okay? And that is why we are dividing by 100,000. Now, you divide this by 100,000 and the contract size for all other pairs are the same except for gold and silver. So that is why we're dividing by 100,000. And once you divide this by 100,000, it's going to be 0.18, okay? And that is the lot size to use for this particular setup. If you want to risk 10% of $1,000, so you use 0.18 on this particular setup, and it has about 55.3 pips stop loss for Euro USD. So this is pretty much straightforward, okay? And if we were to look at gold right now, okay, so let's assume you want to sell here, for instance, and your stop loss is above here, okay? Now, what you need to do is double click on this and then input your account balance. Let's still keep an account balance of $1,000. Then just leave your lot size as 1 and then your risk tolerance, whatever it is, just put it in here. So let's leave it at 10% as well. Now click on OK. You can see that the quantity here is 6. Now, does that mean that we're going to divide this by 10,000? No, we're not going to divide this by 10,000. Why are we not dividing it by 10,000? It is because the contract size for gold is not 10,000. The contract size for gold futures is 100. Okay, so we're going to divide this by 100. 6 divided by 100, that's 0.06. And that is the lot size we're going to use on gold for this particular setup, right? 0.06 if we want to risk 10% of 1,000. Okay, if your entry is here, same thing, you're going to use what? 0.14 in this case. Now just divide by 100. The reason is the contract size for gold is 100. Okay, and this just applies to gold. I think this is easier to do. Just input your account balance, input your risks, and then divide the quantity by what? The contract size of gold, which is 100. For Euro USD, put your account size, put your risk tolerance, and then divide the quantity by the contract size of Euro USD, okay, which is 100,000. Now, remember, we said you should categorize the major pairs into XXX USD and USD XXX. So this particular method on Euro USD applies to every other currency classified under XXX USD, like GBP USD, AED USD, and NZD USD. Okay. Now, the next one we're going to be looking at are those ones classified under USD XXX. Okay. So we have USD Japanese yen, JPY. We have the USD CAD. We have the USD CHF. Okay, let's assume you want to calculate the right lot size for this sell position right here. So you have your entry and your stop loss. Just quickly double click on it, and here you can see the account size, but the denomination is JPY. Okay, so it is asking us to input our account size in Japanese yen. Remember, we have a $1,000 account. That is why in the beginning of the video I said take note of your account currency. So I am assuming my account currency is USD. Okay, yours can be GBP. So if it's GBP, you would have to convert your account balance in GBP to JPY. The reason why we did not do this conversion on Euro USD is because you can see the denomination here is USD. That is why we did not do this conversion. Now for USD JPY, remember we have $1,000 in our account. Okay, so we need to convert this $1,000 into JPY. And how do you do that? You have to check the current price of USD JPY. Okay, the current price of USD JPY is 149.096. Okay, if you understand exchange rate, what 149.096 means for USD JPY is that 1 USD is equivalent to 149.096 JPY. So you would need 149.096 Japanese yen to be able to buy 1 USD. So if 1 USD equals to 149.096 JPY, then 1,000 would be what? 1,000 would be 149,096 Japanese yen. That is what we have, all right, in Japanese yen. Now, once you do that, just click on OK. Now, your quantity says 19879, okay? Now, divide your quantity by 100,000. And once you divide that by 100,000, that's basically going 5 decimal place to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's 0.19879. Okay, basically 0.19. That's the lot size to use. All right. I believe this is also straightforward. What you just need to do is convert your account balance from USD to JPY by multiplying your account by the word exchange rate. Okay. Now, this also applies to all other pairs under this USD XXX. So if you're going to calculate for USD CAD, you're going to do the same thing. If you're going to calculate for USD Swiss franc, you're going to do the same thing. All right. Now, the next pair we're going to look at that would cover for another group is CAD JPY, CAD JPY. All right. That's the Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen. So let's assume you would want to sell here when price gets to this point and your stop loss above. And yeah, so you still have $1,000. You want to know the right lot size to use for you to risk 10%. Now, you can see our account size denomination is still in JPY. So it means we would need to convert our account balance into JPY. Now, how do you do that? It is very important that I mention this. You are not going to multiply your $1,000 by the current price of CAD JPY. You're going to do that. You're going to multiply your account balance by the current price of USD JPY, of which we have done already. All right. Now, since we have done that already, this is our account balance in JPY. Now, there's nothing we would need to do again. Just click on OK, and there you have it, 33732. Now, that's 33,732. Divide this by 100,000, you have 0.33732. That's the lot size you're going to use for CAD JPY. Okay, that's the lot size you're going to use for CAD JPY. And this also applies to all other pairs that have JPY as their code currency. Now, another quick example on GBP JPY. Let's assume you want to buy here. This is assumption, not a signal place. So what you need to do is basically just convert your account balance of $1,000 to JPY. And we have done that already. I don't want to go through that. So just do that and input it here. Now, input your rigs, that is all, and click on OK. So you can see the lot size we are going to use here is what? 0.29. This is 200. This is 29,234 divided by 100,000. You have 0.29. Okay, 29234. That's the lot size we're going to use in order to risk exactly 10% of $1,000. All right. So yeah, apply this to all pairs with JPY as their code currency. This same method applies to pairs that minor pairs that ends in Canadian dollar, and also minor pairs that end in CHF. So what you need to do is, for this, let's say NZD card, what you need to do is this. If you would want to sell from any point, okay, what you need to do is convert your account balance to Canadian dollar. And how do you do that? It's simple. Just get the exchange rate of USD card. Now, once you get the exchange rate of USD card, that's 1.36716. If you multiply this by 1,000, which is your account balance, you have 1,367. Now, that's your account balance here in Canadian dollar, 1,367. Now, once you do that, you can see that the quantity is now 40,448. Divide this by 100,000, you have 0.4. And that is the lot size you're going to use on NZD card for this particular setup if you want to risk exactly 10% of $1,000 or 10% of 1,367.16 Canadian dollar. Okay, that's how you go through with all of these pairs. The same thing with the XXX CHF. Just get the exchange rate for USD CHF, okay, and then convert your USD to CHF. That's how you deal with this. And now for Euro GBP, that's the only pair that falls within XXX GBP. Euro GBP and Euro NZD, GBP NZD, and AUD NZD, right? And also for GBP AUD and Euro AUD. The only difference between this kind of pairs, calculating lot size of this kind of pairs with something like NZD card, is this. Now, let's assume you want to buy here and your stop loss is here, okay? Your stop loss is here. Now, once you double click on this, you would be prompted to enter your account size in GBP, all right? But your account size is in what? USD. What you need to do is to convert your account balance from USD to GBP. And how do you do that? You need to find the exchange rate of GBP USD, okay? To get the exchange rate of GBP USD, let's take the current price GBP USD is trading at. This is 1.21994. This means that 1 GBP USD is equivalent to 1.21994 USD. So if 1 GBP is equivalent to 1.21994 USD, then how much is 1,000 USD equivalent to? You're simply just going to divide your account balance, which is 1,000 USD, by the current price of GBP USD, which is 1.21993. And there you have 819 0.719. So that's your account balance, 819.719. Okay, that will be your account balance in GBP. And that is all. It is simply converting your USD balance to GBP balance. So I believe this is faster than having to go to another website to run these calculations. Now, once you do this, you're going to see your quantity is 60,273. Now divide this by 100,000 as the contract size for every pair unless gold and silver. Now divide this by 100,000, you're going to have 0.602, and that is the lot size to use for this particular setup. And this applies to all of these other pairs. GBP NZD, all you need to do is to find the exchange rate for NZD USD. Okay, then convert your USD to NZD. Now for this Euro NZD, the same thing. Get the exchange rate for NZD USD, convert it. Now for this one, GBP AUD, get the exchange rate for Australian dollar USD, that's AUD USD, and convert your USD to AUD. Then you can just use the quantity divided by 100,000 and you can get your lot size. So that is it, guys. Very easy, very easy. I believe this will save you time, and this would also help you to stick to fixed risk percentage rather than fixed lot size, because I know a lot of us are hell-bent on using fixed lot size because we do not want to go through the stress of, having to calculate the right lot size for our risk tolerance. Yeah, I believe this is going to be easy for everyone. So if you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section. And if you have any requests as well, drop it in the comment section. If there's anything that needs clarification, drop it in the comment section. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you.